functionaries in the previous administration, notably the former Chief of Staff, Madam Freema Opare. We also see Member of Parliament for Damongo and former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Abu Junapo. We also see member of, former Minister for Works and Housing, Francis Asenso-Boakye, and also former Minister for Information, Honorable Fatima Ibrahim. So a number of them are around here. Also, of course, MPP stalwart Gabi Asario Tredakon, and a host of others in the former administration. It's largely a solemn atmosphere here. And if you recall, you would realize that the former president and the former first lady, now of blessed memory, had such, an affectionate relationship, if so to speak. They had, a bond that was of public knowledge. We've seen videos of them, dancing together at events and what have you. So yes, they had that cordiality. And just so you know, the children of the late former First Lady, the Rawlingses, children are all here. All 4 children are present, and they are in the company of their head of family and a rep from the Menchia Palace, Oheneba Akwesi-Abbey here. So the current situation here at the residence of the former First Lady is that the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, has made his way here at the residence to commiserate with the bereaved family. And of course, he's in the company of some notable functionaries in the Eswal administration. Key amongst them include the former Chief of Staff, Madam Freema Opare. We also have the former Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo is present. We also have Member of Parliament for Damongo, Abu Junapo, who served as a Minister for Lands and Natural Resources in the Eswal Akufo-Addo-led administration, also present. And of course, MPP Tolls, Gabi Otredakon, and a host of others. So, the nation is grieving, and that sense, feeling, is palpable here at the residence of the former First Lady, Nana Akufo-Addo. So yes, as customs demand, a rep from the family is currently briefing the gathering, just to officially announce the presence of the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. So we would want to see if we can pick some sound from there.
The spokesperson of the delegation to tell us why they are here.
Yeah, hello.
Oheneba Akwesi-Abbey will now take over. Thank you.
No account for Mokwaba. So, Chairman, you were there. You penny that ha Nadarama or by a Mokwaba. The baby said,
why you about that? May cause war. When I hear him, I hear none. Any abusia. Madama, who when you are penny Mampany Jim.
Yo, that's a control. Neither than now. So now, you're not CP. Say, Otie, one or so. A mamma comes so. Near and say, canopy. Yet, the kind of Bonamania. Yes, that falls on Yakobo money. Now, today, until fun number say Niago. One no matter say, entry of no one over. And tea, a bay, one bois. The channel. None, not the none away. Who could die, no chief, if father down the year of quite this year. Our training said, "Pede na war Christ the King Catholic Church. Na baby, be a Ninkomo. Na one the home family. Ye call me all na a friend said, Mimra na Asma Yaba near the Noko Rich Hospital. Never being a friend me to be Dimika Koye. Because a daughter for no says, be a Momusuma Anyi, which I didn't trade by. Now I will say, it to be her. Now said, yes, down a year. Yama, you call my penny Okobona Mania. Mea, me papa. Open source, let's say two. So, the man also to say, Ma Benny. If you honor your companion Crabia, and I did about President Suya say, Obama, they are true, a man for in any. And so can say, ye who no. And tea, dear, said him by the Roman Peter Darcy, and I Darcy P. I mean, Shano, no Shan.
Whatever the fossil now, Wama, and I connected the penny for at his it's all kind and running at some from the body about the fear. Now, a riot can was him. You'll be quiet. Obey Juma, Cassia or Mamu. As you mean, to know. This is a gun in your bopo. Every tie hole. I require a bitch a zero. And until I'm a silly bad. Where Madame for? Abe, come by. Because he has some valuable money, I'm not saying. He has a lebefia, so it is some other to sing. Mamma Boyako. I am a son. About penny, petite. About age, Macasiamu, ɛno nti na soma ba sɛ meba na maba bɛka mo ho na kwan yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛgya no kwan no ɛtumi ayɛ mebaeɛ ama sɛm tietietie asɛm kɛse a mabɛtue nyina wɔ Ghana ɛno nti ne nante ba masɛm no meda ase nso
aseda na aseda ma wo na advefɛ so ayɛ de ba tu a odi aba sɛ fa so ma wo ɛda se pii ɛhyɛ de bank sɛ de bɛ hyɛ no bia ɛbɛ ma ɔso ate mu ɛbɛma ɔso ate bi de aboa yi bia so na Konadu yakora no kusɛ yakora no pɛfɛ ɛda se pii
So the children and family of the late former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, one who served the longest both in the military regime and of course civilian, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, now of blessed memory, exchanging pleasantries with the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, who has made his way here at the residence of the late former First Lady to commiserate with the bereaved family. A while ago, there was, the performance of some tradition between the guests who are here and, of course, family members who mentioned, in brief that they were here to commiserate with the family. But shockingly, the head of the family, Oheneba Kwesi Abeye, revealed that just on Wednesday, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was well and active. And so it really hits them a big blow on their faces, knowing that just a day before her demise, they saw how active the former First Lady was. But, they say death is that visitor who keeps gate crashing. It's an inevitable part of life, and so they have all come to terms with the fact that the former First Lady is no more. Now, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, in his remark also noted, he emphasized how integral Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was in, Ghana's political landscape, how the iconic figure she was and her zeal to empower women and what have you. He says that the story of Ghana's political landscape cannot be written in full without Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, and so there was no way he was not going to be here. Just so you know that the former president Nana Akufo-Addo is in the company of some key functionaries in the previous administration, notably the former Chief of Staff Freema Opare, Member of Parliament for Damongo, who served as a former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Abu Jinapo, are also here. So now we want to take the camera closer as the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Akufo-Addo, approaches the space designated for the signing of the Book of Condolence to sign that book. And of course, in the company of its half, or if you like, the better half. Madam Rebecca. Coming to you live from the residence of the former First Lady, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, who tasted the salts yesterday at the Ridge Hospital while on admission after a short illness. A day after her demise, a number of notable individuals and a section of the public have made their way here at the residence to commiserate with the bereaved family. And currently is the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, whose cordial, or pleasant relationship with the former First Lady, now of blessed memory, was an open book. Yeah, there are videos of him and the former First Lady, in cheerful moods at one party and other events. So yes, it hits close to home for the former President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, who is currently signing the book of condolence at the residence of the Rawlingses in Britain. Keeping their tabs on whatever there will be to report. The head of the family and a representative from Asia Palace, Oheneba Kwesi Abeye, noted that they will definitely keep the former president in the loop once arrangements for funeral and other burial services are finalized. And definitely on CTFM and Channel 1 television, we are going to keep our tabs on that to bring you the best of coverage as regards the passing of the former First Lady, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, who was not just a politician, just a former First Lady, but a champion for women's rights movement. We can cite the 31st December movement and what have you. We can cite, from her passion and a zeal for moving from one place to the other, literally the nook and cranny of the country, to propagate the need to educate the girl child and why it is important to get the woman along in national development. And so Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings' passing is not just, something. It's not just a moment of grief for Ghanaians, but even in the global community as well. It's been cited on a lot of platforms in the US, DG5, which highlight, equal gender and what have you. I mean, for her to have even risen through the ranks to become the first female presidential candidate in the country was a milestone, especially for women advocates and others alike. Coming to live from the residence of the former First Lady, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, whose death was announced yesterday while receiving treatment at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Present here is the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and his wife, Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo, and other functionaries in the previous administration, notably the former Chief of Staff, Madam Fremo Pare, some ministers, including current MP for Daman, who served as former Minister for Lands and Resources, Abu Jinapo, Honorable Asenso Boachi, former Minister for Works and House, and a host of others. It's largely a solemn atmosphere here at the residence, and this is just to give you a sense of the times we find ourselves. The news is that Ghana's longest first serving lady, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, is no more. We'll get closer and pick the sound.
Kane Minister for Works and Housing, Osabe Road Minister, Ye Kase, or no name, so. Yera so Kwame Boache. MP for Pacho de Otoswo no. Kane Oswafo na Oshe ahensem ne amamrensem so. Aye chieftain minister. Yera TV na Madam, Manuel.
Takes, we must accept that this is where we are today because God has chosen to take away his own. We would like to express our appreciation to you once again, and to let family has come out with the dates and everything. We shall communicate everything accordingly. Thank you so very much once again on behalf of the family. God bless.
If you are watching us on Channel 1 TV and probably listen to us on City 97.3 FM, we are coming to you live from the residence of the former First Lady, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, whose passing was announced yesterday while admission following a short illness at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. The former president of the Republic of Ghana, Akufo-Addo, made his way here to commiserate with the family, but presently he is departing the residence to attend to other equally important functions. The former president was in the company of other functionaries in the previous administration, notably the former Chief of Staff, Madam Nana Opare, some former ministers and members of parliament in the NPP caucus, and a host of others. So Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and of course his partner Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo are departing the residence of the former First Lady of blessed memory now, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. It's a solemn atmosphere here, largely at the residence. The family said, yeah, but for her age, it would have definitely been a shock. But that notwithstanding, they have come to terms with the fact that death is indeed an inevitable part of our human existence. It is that visitor who keeps gate crashing, and there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. The former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was born on November 17, 1948 in Cape Coast in Ghana's central region to the late J.O.T. Agyeman and his wife. In 1984, she founded the 31st December Women's Movement, an influential and a non-governmental organization primarily focused on women's empowerment and economic independence. Under her leadership, the movement became one of Ghana's most impactful advocacy groups, promoting women's participation in business, politics, and of course, community development. As a prominent member of the National Democratic Congress, Nana Konadu was elected as the party's first vice chairperson in 2009. In 2011, she made history as the first woman to challenge challenge a sitting Ghanaian president, John Evans Atta Mills, for the NDC's presidential flag bearership at the party's congress in Sunyani, although she was unsuccessful. Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings of blessed memory now established the National Democratic Party in October 2012. She later became the party's presidential candidate in the 2016 general election, becoming the first Ghanaian female presidential candidate. Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings began her education at Achimota School, where she met her departed husband, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, who ruled Ghana both in a military regime and, of course, brain. She proceeded to the University of Science and Technology, now KNUST, where she specialized in textiles and earned a bachelor's degree in graphic design. She continued her studies, obtaining a diploma in interior design from the London College of Art. She also held a diploma in advanced personnel management from Ghana's Management Development and Productivity Institute in 1979 and a certificate in development from GEMPA in 1991. In 1994, she pursued a senior fellow diploma in policy studies at the Johns Hopkins University, Maryland, USA. Professionally, Nana Konadu worked with several organizations, including the Ghana Tourist Board and the Union Trading Company in Accra, before dedicating herself fully to social advocacy and public service. In the most important part of her biography, she married Jerry John Rawlings, then an officer in the Ghana Air Force, in 1977. The couple had 4 children: Dr. Zaneto Agyeman-Rawlings, Ya Asantwa Rawlings, Amina Rawlings, and Kimathi Rawlings, who are all present here at the family house to receive visitors as they trickle in to commiserate, the passing of their beloved mother, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings and her father became one of Ghana's, and if not Ghana's, most influential and politically active family. Today, the former president, the former First Lady, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, is no more. We are still coming to you live from her residence in Accra, where the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo,